Many parents love Islam, but without realizing it, they are letting randomness train their child's mornings. Alarms fight with snooze buttons, lights flicker on with irritation, and the first words a child hears at dawn are rushed, sharp, and heavy. Then we wonder why Fajr feels like a battle. Hear me. A child is being discipled by whatever greets them first, either a protected habit or a loud, chaotic world. Never allow dawn to be outsourced to chaos. Before the world teaches them, you must teach them. Before school sets their pace, screens set their appetite, and peers set their tone, your home must establish the rhythm. Fajr is not a one-time lecture. It is not a random miracle that appears on Tuesdays and disappears on Thursdays. Fajr must become family identity. This is what we do in this home. Not when it's convenient, not when everyone slept perfectly. Identity is stronger than mood. Identity is stronger than weather. Identity is stronger than a late night. When Fajr is who we are, decisions are simple and mornings are stable. Today, I want to show you a path that removes confusion for your child and friction for you. Exact phrases that invite without pressure. Pacing that keeps the peace. A repeatable routine you can copy tomorrow morning. Because children do not learn Fajr by information at 5 a.m. They learn by rhythm, by repetition, by following a parent who moves like a clear road. Your job is not to perform a lecture. Your job is to build a runway. Prepare it the night before, walk it calmly in the morning, and steward hearts after the salam. That is how consistency becomes identity. Do not just tell them to pray. Show them step by step before the world shows them a different step. Never live in contradiction to what you ask Allah for. If you are asking for a child who loves Salah, align your house with the rhythm of Salah. Guard your morning like a gatekeeper. Protect the first words, the first light, the first movement. Children remember tone. They absorb routine. They imitate posture. They inherit identity. The goal of this teaching is clear. By the end, you will hold a simple, consistent, child-friendly Fajr routine you can implement tomorrow. Prepared the night before, modeled gently at wake-up, guided through WUDU without tears, prayed together in a small, sacred space, and reinforced after the salam with calm, confident stewardship. Consistency over intensity. Gentle firmness over morning negotiations. Peace over pressure. Say it with me now, out loud, to set the banner over your home. In this home, Fajr is who we are. Not a task we sometimes attempt, not a rule we weaponize. A protected family habit that shapes identity, stabilizes mornings, and quietly builds a heart that answers the call before the world calls back. Here is the hidden mistake many loving parents make without realizing it. You are trying to teach Fajr like a lecture instead of a routine. You explain too much when the brain is half asleep. You correct too harshly when the heart is tender. You change the method every day, and your child learns the one lesson you never intended. Fajr is unpredictable, and mornings are emotionally unsafe. Hear me as a shepherd over your home. Never allow dawn to become a place of pressure. Never allow your words to turn the prayer into a test. Guard the tone. Guard the pace. Guard the sequence. Picture it. It's 5:30 a.m. You are tired. They are sleepy. You open the door and start a sermon. You must wake up. Do you know the virtue of Fajr? Do you understand the ruling? Why are you so slow? Remember yesterday when you missed a step in WUDU. You speak for 3 minutes straight, piling meaning on a child who can barely lift their head. Then you change the plan. New tone, new order, new expectations. Yesterday you whispered. Today you snap. Yesterday you carried them to the sink. Today you order them from the hallway. The child learns to brace. They associate your footsteps with tension. Their heart closes, not because they hate prayer, but because the doorway of Fajr is crowded with noise. That's why it fails. Children do not learn by lectures at dawn. They learn by repetition, by modeling, and by emotional safety. In the early morning, the nervous system needs predictability more than paragraphs. Think like a builder. Same foundation, same steps, same signals. Think like a shepherd. Calm voice, short phrases, gentle guidance. Think like a trainer. Micro reps every day until rhythm replaces resistance. So I give you the core structure that simplifies everything. Prepare, invite, model, do together. Praise effort. Repeat tomorrow. Preparation removes chaos before you ever say, wake up. Invitation replaces command with presence. I'm here. Come with me. Modeling says more with one quiet action than 10 reminders. You show the wash, you show the mat, you show the posture. Doing it together lets them borrow your rhythm until it becomes theirs. Praise effort, not perfection. I saw you try. I'm proud of your calm. Then, repeat tomorrow without reinventing the system. Foundational rule. Write it on your heart. Never start Fajr with pressure. Start with presence. Presence stabilizes the mind, softens the will, and opens the door. Pressure triggers defense. Presence invites trust. Your first 30 seconds set the direction of the next 10 minutes. Your first words either build a habit or build a battle. Parents, align. Stop over-explaining at 5:30. Stop moving the goalposts. Stop turning WUDU into an exam and Fajr into a courtroom. Decide on the routine and protect it. When your child knows exactly what happens, in the same order, with the same tone, their heart will stop bracing and start following. Consistency forms identity, and identity wakes before the world calls back. If you want a peaceful Fajr, you must prepare a peaceful runway the night before. Never expect a calm takeoff from a cluttered runway. What happens before the ADHAN decides what happens after it. Consistency beats intensity. A quiet, predictable evening rhythm plants the seed. A calm morning harvests it. Do not keep asking Allah for an easy dawn while you design a restless night. Alignment is the proof of your prayer. Parents, look at your evenings with clear eyes. If you scroll late, you are training them to resist early. If you binge chaos, you are scripting their nervous system for chaos. Never live in contradiction to what you are trying to build. You're praying for early obedience while modeling late-night indulgence. That dissonance teaches louder than your reminders. Guard your night like a gatekeeper. What you allow after 9 p.m. becomes the teacher at 5 a.m. So we build the runway with simple, repeatable steps. Earlier bedtime, decide it, protect it, and stop negotiating it every other night. Set out clothes before lights go off. Simple, warm, reachable without hunting. Prepare the prayer space. Mats laid, qibla set, a small light source ready, soft lamp or hallway glow, so the room whispers Salah without shocking eyes awake. Place the alarm away from the bed, not next to the pillow where snooze becomes a reflex. Let the body stand, move, and begin the path. Keep warm socks or a cozy blanket within reach of the prayer space. Comfort lowers resistance, and comfort is not compromise. It is wisdom. Put a small towel by the sink for WUDU, so dripping and cold floors don't turn into reasons to quit. These are not luxuries. They are signals. Clear steps, same order, same feel. Your child's body will remember even when their words resist. Motivation, not bribery. Identity, not transactions. Do not build a staircase of rewards that must escalate to keep them moving. That trains the heart to ask, what do I get if I obey? Instead, anchor identity. We're a Fajr family. This is what we do. Reinforce belonging over bargaining. A quiet smile, a gentle, I'm proud of your effort. A warm blanket around their shoulders. These are acknowledgments of who they are becoming, not payments for performance. End the night with a declaration that sets the spiritual climate of your home. Speak it over the rooms, and say it with your child, so their heart hears certainty. Tomorrow, Allah will help us wake. Our home is a home of Salah. That sentence is not decoration. It is alignment. You are teaching your child to expect help, to expect order, to expect peace. You are stacking the night with signals that agree with your morning prayer. Remember the law. Your first decision is made the night before. Prepare the runway. Guard the tone. Set the signals. When the ADHAN arrives, you won't be starting from chaos. You'll be stepping into a rhythm you already built. Consistency forms identity, and identity wakes before the world calls back. Your words at wake-up either build a habit or build a battle. The room already whispers Salah because you prepared it. Now your voice must agree with that peace. This is the sequence you protect every morning. Gentle light, gentle touch. Name their identity. Short instruction. Pause. Presence over pressure. Clarity over commentary. Step 1. Gentle light. Do not shock the eyes. A soft lamp, a hallway glow. Step 2. Gentle touch. A warm hand on the shoulder, not a yank. Step 3. Name their identity. Speak who they are before you ask what to do. Step 4. Short instruction. One sentence. Step 5. Pause. Let the nervous system catch up. Then repeat the rhythm. Here are your exact lines. Age adjust them, but keep them short, steady, and kind. Assalamu alaikum, my love. It's Fajr time. Let's stand up together. Assalamu alaikum, champion of Fajr. Bismillah, we rise. Assalamu alaikum. You are a child who answers the call. Come, we'll do this together. If they are very young, Assalamu alaikum, baby. Bismillah. We get up. 1, 2. Up with me. For older kids, Assalamu alaikum. Fajr is here. Stand with me now. Bismillah. Use call and response to borrow their sleepy mind and give it rails. You say, Bismillah. They repeat, Bismillah. You say, we get up. They say, we get up. You say, together. They say, together. Keep it moving between words and action. Phrase, then motion. Not a speech, an on-ramp. What you must never say at 5 a.m. Never shame labels. You're so lazy. Why are you always difficult? Those sentences plant resentment and make the mat feel like a courtroom. Never threaten. If you don't get up, no TV for a week. That turns Salah into a hostage. Never deliver a long sermon. The mind is not ready for paragraphs. It is ready for presence. Guard your mouth. Guard your tone. Guard your brevity. When sleepy resistance whispers, I'm tired, 5 more minutes, answer with calm authority that does not negotiate the habit. I hear you. We're still getting up. I'll help you. Sit up now. Bismillah. Or, I know it's cozy. We stand anyway. Lean on me. Or for older ones, I respect your effort. Feet on the floor now. Let's move. If they moan or roll, you keep the rhythm. Touch, identity, instruction, pause. Then a simple count. We stand on 3. 1, 2, 3. Up. You are training the body to obey the sentence it hears. No debates, no bargains, just steady leadership. Micro additions that help. A soft blanket around their shoulders as they sit up. A whispered dua, Allahumma a'inna ala dhikrika. Then motion. A tiny win first. Feet on the floor. Then praise the effort. I saw you move. That's strength. Let's go. Remember the law. First words set the path. Short, safe, certain. You are not trying to convince a lawyer. You are guiding a sleeper. Light, touch, identity, instruction, pause, repeat. Do not rush, do not rant, do not retreat. Speak the script, move the body, and let consistency do the heavy lifting. This is how battles become habits and habits become identity. Now we walk to the sink. Guard your tone, guard the pace, guard the order. WUDU is not a performance. It is preparation to stand before Allah. Keep it light, keep it clear, keep it repeatable. If you turn the faucet into a final exam, your child will learn to hide from dawn. Never allow that. The sink is not a place of scolding. It is a small sanctuary where water becomes a gentle teacher. Set the environment before words. Warm the water a little. Place the small towel where hands can reach. Give them a steady spot for feet. Comfort lowers resistance. Wisdom, not weakness. Then your script. Short, steady, consistent. Bismillah. We wash to meet Allah. Simple, respectful, consistent. Say it softly like a drum beat while you demonstrate. Not a lecture, an easy path they can copy. Sequence, same every day. Hands, mouth, nose, face, arms, head, ears, feet. Minimal terms, minimal friction. You show, they mirror. Hands first, both hands, front and back, between the fingers. Good. Mouth, little swish, little smile, spit, nose, sniff a tiny bit of water if they're ready. For very young ones, a gentle, pretend smell the flower, blow out the candle motion, then move on without drama. Face, water across the whole face, hairline to chin, ear to ear. Arms, right then left, hand to elbow. Head, one calm wipe across. Ears, light touch. Feet, right then left, toes and heels, between the toes with care. You can keep to one wash each while learning. As they grow, you can add repetitions. Rhythm matters more than volume. Consistency builds competence. Use call and response to keep them engaged. You say hands, they say hands. You say mouth, they say mouth. You say face, they say face. Phrase, then motion. Keep it moving. Praise effort, not perfection. I saw you remember your wrists. That's strength. Allah loves your effort. Let's do it together slowly. Here is your protection rule. 1 correction per day. Never pile 10 fixes onto a sleepy heart. Choose the biggest issue, the dry heels, the skipped face, the rushed head, and correct only that. Tomorrow, another. Repetition will mature the rest. Small, steady adjustments win the long game. Correction without overwhelm. Leadership without weight. What you must never do at the sink. Never quiz fiqh at 5 a.m. The mind is not in exam mode. Never shame the spill or the splash. Water dries, but sharp words linger. Never rush them into panic. Panic breaks sequence, and sequence is the teacher. If they miss a spot, answer with calm authority. We'll get that heel, beautiful, now we move. Or, slow the face, yes, all the way, perfect. Or, to a worried child, you're learning. Allah loves your effort. Let's do it together slowly. Use the meeting analogy so the heart understands. We wash like we would before meeting someone important. Simple, respectful, consistent. No drama, no debate. Just honor. Hands, mouth, nose, face, arms, head, ears, feet. Same order tomorrow. Same tone tomorrow. same kindness tomorrow. Remember the law. If WUDU becomes a stressful exam, Fajr becomes something your child tries to avoid. Refuse that. Build a path, not a test. Lead with warmth. Correct with restraint. Repeat with joy. In this home, purification is light, clear, and repeatable, preparation to stand before the one we love. Now we step from water to place. Before your mouth says a single word, your home should already be preaching Salah. Environment preaches. The body learns from signals before the mind forms sentences. When a child's bare feet meet the same mat, in the same corner, under the same soft light, the nervous system says, I know this path. Familiarity lowers resistance. Predictability quiets argument. A consistent prayer space turns Fajr from a daily negotiation into a quiet home rhythm. Choose one simple area and consecrate it. Not a showroom, an anchor. One mat laid in the same direction every day. One small scarf or kufi if needed. One child-sized spot beside you, close enough to borrow your rhythm, far enough to feel entrusted. No clutter, no toys, no piles of laundry. Never allow the prayer corner to become a storage corner. Clutter shouts. Toys invite play. You are teaching the body. When we enter this space, we meet Allah. Simple, respectful, consistent. Set the cues. A soft lamp or hallway glow that turns on first. A small marker for Qibla so there is no morning debate. A basket for the scarf/hat and a little towel if there are last drops from WUDU. Warm socks nearby for winter mornings. Comfort reduces friction. This is not indulgence. This is alignment. Never live in contradiction to what you asked Allah for. If you are asking for peaceful Fajr, design for peaceful Fajr. Guard adab like a warrior guards a gate. Lower your voice, slow your movements, avoid arguments. No commentary about yesterday's mess, no sighs that poison the air. In this place, we walk, not stomp. We whisper, not bark. We point, not lecture. Your home is teaching while you breathe. Let every breath say, calm, honor, presence. Establish the family rule with clarity. Child's job, bathroom, then prayer spot. Feet on the mat, hands ready, eyes settle. Parent's job, arrive first, set the posture, carry the tone. You are the imam of the atmosphere before you are the imam of 2 rak'ahs. If the child wanders for a second, do not chase them with scolding. Let the space call them back. Point to the spot. Softly, this is our Fajr place. Stand with me. Never move the location every other day. The body needs a map, not a scavenger hunt. Never place screens within reach or sight lines. Phones, tablets, televisions, off, away, invisible. You are guarding a holy moment from digital graffiti. Never allow shoes, snacks, or sibling squabbles to cross the boundary. If a quarrel tries to enter, answer it with authority. Not in this place. We meet Allah here. We speak softly here. Reinforce identity every morning with one line. This is our Fajr place. This is where our family meets Allah every morning. Say it as you straighten the mat. Say it as they step into their spot. The sentence builds the space. The space builds the habit. The habit builds the heart. And when the ADHAN is early and the body is tired, the environment will carry what your words do not need to push. Parents, lead. Prepare the corner. Protect the signals. Guard the tone. When the space is consistent, your child will stop bracing and start belonging. The home will speak before you do, and your family will answer the call before the world calls back. Now we stand on the mat. The space is already preaching calm. Now your body must preach order. Set the expectation out loud, soft and steady. We are practicing together. Participation, not perfection. Copy me. You don't have to remember everything yet. Just follow my rhythm. That sentence lowers fear. That sentence opens the door. You are planting a seed, not grading a test. Never turn 2 rak'ahs into a courtroom. Lead with clarity. Protect the tone. Begin with intention. Quiet in the heart. You don't need to announce it, you carry it. Then the cue they can hear. Hands up. Allahu Akbar. Let them raise their little hands beside their ears as you raise yours. If they forget, you whisper. Hands up. Bismillah. Allahu Akbar. No scolding, just a rail for their feet. Qiyam. You stand. Eyes settle where the forehead will touch. Say it softly for them. Eyes down. Place of sujood. Teach them to borrow your stillness. You recite Al-Fatiha and a short surah at your normal pace. Their job is to stand near your right or left and breathe inside your rhythm. If they fidget, place a gentle hand on the sleeve for 2 seconds and point to the spot on the mat. Eyes here. Stand with me. Never narrate long lessons while they are fighting sleep. Short prompts. Clear modeling. Now the bow. Whisper the invitation as you move. Now bow. Hands on knees, back flat. Hear me. Do not rush. Let them see your spine become a table. Say 3 soft tasbihs yourself. Their job is to copy the shape. Rising. Samia Allahu liman hamida. You say it with warmth and steadiness. Then, Rabbana walakal hamd. If they are learning the words, let them echo one phrase. If not, allow silence. The habit is forming, even when the mouth is quiet. Sujood. This is where children learn to love the ground. Whisper the path as you descend. Now sujood. Forehead down. Hands by head. Toes tucked. You say, Subhana Rabbiyal A'la. Slow. They copy the shape. The words will come. Sitting briefly. Sit. Back straight. Hands on thighs. Then the second sujood. Down again. Gentle. Never force their elbows or push their head. Model once. Cue once. Then trust the rhythm. Rise into the second rak'ah. Keep the same rails. You say softly, stand, Bismillah. Again, eyes where the forehead will touch. Repeat the pattern. Recitation, ruku, rise, sujood, sit, sujood. When you sit for tashahhud, invite without pressure. Sit with me. Right hand rests. Simple. If they fold their legs awkwardly, ignore it today. If they forget where to look, whisper, eyes down. If they speak a question mid-prayer, place a finger lightly to your lips, smile with your eyes, and keep going. Do not embarrass. Do not stop to lecture. Keep them with you. Close with salam. Turn gently. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Right, then left. Let your child see your face soften. Let them hear your peace. If they stumble anywhere, answer it with authority and kindness. It's okay. Copy me. We'll grow this tomorrow. One cue at a time. One win at a time. The fastest way to teach Fajr is to let your child borrow your rhythm until it becomes theirs. Lead it the same way tomorrow. Guard the calm. Guard the order. Consistency forms identity. And identity begins to pray without fear. Parents, hear me with clarity. The real battlefield is not the bathroom, not the mat. It is the mind and the morning mood. At dawn, thoughts become gatekeepers. Doubt prowls and whispers. Sleep argues with purpose. Feelings try to negotiate with standards. This is spiritual warfare at the threshold of your day. Discipline declares, we stand. Excuses whisper, tomorrow. Identity answers, now. Chaos bargains, later. Never hand the morning gate to a whisper. Guard your mind like a warrior and lead your child with calm authority. Your rule is simple and unbreakable. Do not turn Fajr into a debate. When you negotiate every morning, you train your child to resist every morning. When you calmly lead every morning, you train them to follow every morning. You answer resistance without anger and without essays. One line to acknowledge, one line to direct, one action to move. I understand. We're still going to pray. I'm with you. Then you move. Light touch, feet to floor, path to the mat. Short motivational why, 10 seconds, not 10 minutes. We pray because Allah gave us life, and Fajr brings light to our day. That's it. Then lead. When they say, I'm sleepy, you say, I hear you. Stand with me anyway. Bismillah. Up now. When they say, why? You give the 10-second why. Allah woke us. We answer him. Fajr lights our day. Come. When they say, do I have to? You answer the standard. In this family, we stand for Fajr like we brush our teeth every day, together. Move. If they ask for 5 more minutes, you cut the bargain at the root, not 5. Now, I'll help you up. 1, 2, 3. If they protest, it's cold. You wrap the blanket and refuse delay. Blanket on, feet to the mat. We go. If they whisper, I'll pray later, you answer with authority. Fajr belongs to Fajr's time. We honor it now. Follow me. Never shame, never threaten, never pay for obedience with treats. You do not purchase Fajr, you protect it. Deals sound efficient today, but they steal authority tomorrow. The habit is the reward. The presence is the comfort. The identity is the anchor. Keep your sentences short. Keep your face soft. Keep your pace steady. Presence over pressure. Clarity over commentary. Now over later. If a child dramatizes, sighs, flops, stalls, you remain the unshakable rail. Acknowledge, direct, move. I see you. Up we go, hand in mine. If they launch a philosophy debate at 5 a.m., you do not become a professor. You remain a shepherd. We can talk after sunrise. Right now, we stand. Bismillah. You are training the body to obey the sentence it hears. Your calm is the metronome. Your certainty becomes their certainty. Guard your own mind, too. When your inner voice whispers, skip today, they're tired, answer it with authority. We are a Fajr family. My tone is steady. My decision is made. When anxiety says, what if they hate this? Reframe it. They will love what is calm, consistent, and safe. I build that today. Do not rush. Do not rant. Do not retreat. Lead. The child borrows your resolve until it becomes their own. Remember the law. If you negotiate Fajr every morning, you train resistance. If you calmly lead, you train followership. The battlefield is the mind and the morning mood. Win it with acknowledgement, direction, and motion. Win it with 10-second why and 0 bargaining. Win it with steady presence that says, in this home, we stand when Fajr calls. Say it now, then live it. We stand. Together. Bismillah. Listen to me carefully. Fajr does not end when you turn your head and say, Salam. What happens in the next 2 minutes decides what your child remembers tomorrow. After you pray, your job is to steward the tone, protect the peace, and plant the seed for the next dawn. Prayer continues in your atmosphere, in your words, and in your attitude. Guard this moment like a gatekeeper. Never rush it. Never poison it. Never hand the child a burden at the door of a blessing. Here is your warm landing. 2 minutes that build tomorrow's desire. First, 30 seconds of simple DHIKR the child can actually do. Breathe with them. Soft voice, soft eyes, Subhanallah, Alhamdulillah, Allahu Akbar, 10 times each if they're ready, 3 times if they're tiny, or a short dua they can echo, Allahumma taqabbal minna, Allah, accept it from us. Then quiet. Let the peace settle. This is the exchange. You gave up sleep. Allah gave you light. Receive the light. Do not rush away from it. Second, embodied affection. A hug if they like hugs. A warm hand squeeze. A gentle high five. Eye contact that says, "You are safe with me at dawn." Your body is preaching before your mouth speaks. Let it preach acceptance. Third, name the effort, not the flaws, not the missed word, not the slip in WUDU. Effort, presence, trying again. Say it short and sure. I'm proud you stood with me. I saw you move when it was hard. That's strength. I love how calm you were on the mat. Allah loves your effort. These sentences shape identity. They tell the heart what to repeat tomorrow. Praise is a steering wheel. Use it to point toward the habit. Fourth, a gentle transition. Fold the mat together. 1, 2, simple. Whisper, Bismillah, we start our day. Offer a sip of water or a warm blanket as they settle into the next step. Quiet breakfast, a book, or 5 minutes of calm before the house wakes. Keep the runway smooth. No screens, no noise, no sudden orders that snap the nervous system. You are carrying peace into the morning. Now the warning. Do not sabotage the seed you just planted. Never finish salam and immediately correct like a prosecutor. You forgot this. You bent wrong. Why were you fidgeting? Never spin the child from Salah to stress with shouting, chores, or scolding about last night's mess. That trains the brain to link prayer with pressure. You asked Allah for light, then you turned on a storm. Refuse that. If a correction is needed, save one gentle note for later in the day, delivered with calm. Steward the peace you just received. End the landing with a family declaration that seals identity. Say it together, out loud, every morning. Alhamdulillah, our home prays Fajr. Allah, accept it from us. Let the child echo the words. Let the room agree. This is alignment. This is how answers ripen. Remember the law. The emotional tone after Fajr is the seed your child carries into the next morning. Plant warmth, reap willingness. Plant peace, reap persistence. Guard these 2 minutes. Keep them simple. Keep them soft. Keep them sacred. And tomorrow, their feet will find the mat a little faster. Now we shift from moments to a map. Listen with intention. A simple plan repeated for 2 weeks builds what lectures can't. A stable family habit. Do not dig up the seed every day to check if it is growing. You plant, you water, you shield, you repeat. That is how faith becomes muscle memory. That is how identity takes root. Here is your growth track. Days 1 through 3. Participation. The goal is presence, not perfection. You carry the rhythm. Your child borrows it. You wake with the script you already learned. You walk WUDU with warmth and 1 correction per day. You pray 2 rak'ahs, shoulder to shoulder, with short prompts. You land with peace, praise effort, and a soft transition. Measure only one thing. Did we stand together? If yes, you are winning. Days 4 through 7, smoother WUDU, fewer reminders. Same runway at night, same wake-up script, same prayer space. Reduce prompts by 1 each day. If you gave 5 cues on day 3, aim for 4, then 3. Let sequence teach. Keep the body map, bathroom, mat, stand, follow. Add a tiny independent step. Child turns on the lamp, carries the towel, or places the mat. You still refuse bargaining. You still honor the 2-minute landing. The atmosphere stays gentle. The rails stay firm. Days 8 through 14. Child initiates small steps. Do not demand a leap. Invite ownership. The child says Bismillah first, reaches the mat unprompted, or begins WUDU without your hand on the faucet. Older kids can nudge you. Fajr time. Let them. Celebrate the leadership without turning it into a performance. Add a single layer of competence at a time. Your mantra is the same. Participation before polish. Ownership before oratory. Set expectations by age so you do not crush a seed with a standard meant for a tree. Toddlers, presence and imitation. Feet on the mat, one sujood shape, echo one word. Early kids, sequence familiarity, walk the same wudu order, follow 2 rak'ahs with short prompts. Remember eyes down. Older kids, independence building, set the lamp, start wudu, handle a short surah, and echo the tashahhud with you. Never shame a child for being at their stage. Never rush what steady repetition will ripen. Follow the 1 upgrade per week rule. Week 1. Add 1 small sunnah or 1 short surah, al-Ikhlas for example, or extend the DHIKR after by a few breaths. Week 2. Add 1 more, hands raised with intention, or teaching Rabbana wa lakal hamd, or inviting them to lead the family declaration after salam. Not everything at once. What you force, you must sustain. What you grow sustains itself. Build a resilience plan because real homes miss alarms and have sick nights. If you miss a day, you do not quit. You reset that night. You clean the runway, protect bedtime, put the alarm away from the pillow, and you say out loud, "Tomorrow, Allah will help us wake. Our home is a home of Salah." You do not pay penance with yelling or double prayers. You return to calm consistency. Shame digs up seeds. Stewardship covers them and waters again. Guard this law. Repetition is the teacher. Environment is the sermon. Tone is the glue. Same order, same words, same place. For 14 days you do not innovate, you ingrain. Then watch. Resistance lowers, rhythm rises, identity answers before you speak. Consistency beats intensity. Plant it, protect it, repeat it, until your child's feet find the mat because that is who they are. Guard the morning gate. After the salam, your job is not over. It shifts. Protecting Fajr is not just about waking up. It's about guarding what your child's morning becomes. The first inputs write the day's headline. The first tone sets the nervous system. The first pace teaches the heart what to expect. Guard this law. Timing is trust. If you rush the morning, you teach the brain that worship equals panic. Refuse that association. Give Fajr room to breathe and your child room to belong. Build margin like a wall around the dawn. 10 extra minutes is not luxury, it is leadership. Move the alarm back a little. Lay clothes out the night before. Pack the bag. Set the bowls and spoons. Put keys where keys belong. Remove the scavenger hunts that become shouting matches. Never rush Fajr into anxiety. Never slam the peace you just received with chaos. What you force in a hurry, you will have to carry in regret. What you prepare with calm will carry you. Now the boundary that will save your atmosphere. No phone first mornings. Screens do not get to break the stillness you just built. Not for them. Not for you. Put your device in another room or on airplane mode until the post-Fajr rhythm is complete. You are the imam of the inputs. If the first voice your child hears is a cartoon, a notification, or a news alert, you traded revelation for noise. Answer the pull with authority. Not yet. We met Allah. We keep the peace. Then we move. Here is your imperative list. Non-negotiable, because identity is at stake. Never argue after Fajr. Debate detonates the calm. Never shame after Fajr. Guilt links prayer to pain. Never immediately flood them with demands. Too many orders snap the nervous system you just settled. Instead, one gentle instruction at a time. One task, one tone, one transfer. When correction is needed, wait for a later, lighter moment. Steward the glow you were given. Guard your mind. Guard your mouth. Guard your pace. Offer a simple, repeatable post-Fajr rhythm that children can predict with their bodies. 1. Water or a warm sip. Receive, breathe, reset. 2. 5 to 10 minutes of quiet play, drawing or reading, soft toys, soft pages, soft voices. 3. Move into school prep in a fixed order. Dress, breakfast, teeth. No screens, no sharp pivots, no surprise sprints. Same order, same words, same place. Predictability is mercy. The mind stops bracing when it knows the next step. Reframe it in your heart. Guarding Fajr is guarding the mind. You are not merely protecting a time slot. You are protecting the first storyline your child lives inside each day. Peace over panic, presence over pixels, rhythm over rush. Say it out loud as you lead. In this home, the morning gate is holy. We do not let screens steal it. We do not let chaos claim it. We walk it with calm. Build the margin. Enforce the boundaries. Keep the rhythm. And watch your child begin to carry dawn like a shield into the rest of the day. Parents, the path is clear and the charge is simple. You are not waiting for a miracle to drop on your doorstep. You are building a rhythm that welcomes it. Prepare the night, lead the morning, steward the after salam moment. That triad is your map. You set the runway while the world sleeps. You rise with calm authority and guide with short, steady words. You protect the 2 minutes after salam like a gatekeeper and plant tomorrow's willingness there. This is not theory. This is practice. This is not pressure. This is leadership. Guard your mind. Guard your tone. Guard your pace. Hear the hope in this. Today, you can change the direction of your family story with small habits repeated consistently. Not by frantic speeches, not by threats. By a protected evening, a predictable morning, and a peaceful landing. Identity grows from what you repeat, not what you announce once. If you want Fajr to live in your child's bones, you build a home where dawn has a rightful place. Quiet signals, gentle words, the same steps again and again. Faith declares, it is already possible. Doubt whispers, maybe next month. Answer doubt with action. Answer fear with order. Answer sleep with steady presence. Never forget the law. You don't build a child who prays Fajr by pressure. You build them by consistent leadership, gentle repetition, and a protected morning rhythm. That is alignment. That is obedience to what you asked Allah for. What you force, you will have to sustain with anxiety. What you grow will begin to sustain you. Refuse to be ruled by the chaotic clock of the culture. Slow down. Start earlier. Keep the rails in place. Your home can become a sanctuary at dawn. Now, open your mouth and make a declaration over your house. Say it out loud with me, and let your children hear the certainty in your voice. With Allah's help, our home will establish Fajr. We will be consistent. We will be gentle. We will not quit. Again, slower, like a verdict. With Allah's help, our home will establish Fajr. We will be consistent. We will be gentle. We will not quit. Let that sentence become the banner over your mornings until the routine carries you. Seal it with public commitment. Write in the comments right now. Our home is a Fajr home. Not as a slogan, as an identity. Put it where your eyes will see it. Share this with one parent who is tired of morning battles and needs a simple, repeatable guide. You might be the answer to a prayer they whispered last night. If this charge strengthened you, stay with me. Subscribe and keep walking with us for step-by-step family worship routines, night before runways, wake-up scripts, child-friendly walkthroughs, and post-prayer stewardship. Reminders rooted in faith to help you lead your home without panic. We will keep building together. Prepare the night. Lead the morning. Steward the after salam moment. Then watch, day by day, as consistency forms identity and your child begins to love the light of dawn.